You're what's happening? What's good? What up?
What's up?
Welcome back to the park, man.
Welcome,
Listen,
welcome.
as always at the top, if you have not, please like, share, subscribe, follow, all the above.
Mm-hmm.
IG to TikTok to YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
all of that.
Tell your auntie, your mama, your dad, your dog, all of them.
Yeah.
Tune into the
Everybody.
park.
And man, listen. And we also want to just say thank you as always too. Appreciate the love, the support, the engagement. Online, man. It really means a lot. As we, really trying to get this thing started, get this thing going.
Yep. Thank you guys for everything. The love, the support. You've been rocking with us from day one, or if you're just tuning in now,
Yeah.
thank you guys for everything. We really appreciate it all.
Yeah. So we're not gonna prolong this. We're gonna really get into it right now.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get into this playoff talk, I gotta address some things.
This man was stirring the pot.
I gotta address a couple of things because I see that people don't listen. And people, because it's ain't no B's. People don't listen. So I made a statement, and y'all seen the real, where I said Giannis was a hybrid of LeBron and KD.
Mm.
And I don't think people understood what I was saying. So I'm gonna break this down. So much so that your 8-year-old son or daughter understands what I'm saying.
The floor is yours.
So when I say Giannis is a hybrid of LeBron and KD, this is what I'm saying. Name another big who moves like LeBron James. Name another big who has the strength, since apparently size was the wrong word, who has the strength of LeBron James alongside the length of Kevin Durant. You cannot tell me anybody else. Somebody would say Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is slow as molasses. No disrespect.
No, he's not.
He's skillful. He is very skillful, but the boy is slow as molasses. He ain't got that LeBron speed like Giannis has. He don't. Somebody said DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton does not have the strength of LeBron James. He does not. Who else? JaVale McGee? Stop it.
I think somebody even said DeMarcus Cousins.
DeMarcus Cousins is slow as molasses. I just want to know, what are y'all like? Like, really, what do y'all pay attention to? Like, when y'all make these takes or make these rebuttals, I should say, do y'all really think about it? Because I'm like, just think about it. There's not another big like Giannis that has the strength and the speed, the agility of a LeBron James, accompanied by the length of Kevin Durant. There's nobody. Nobody. Now, I'm not saying skill. He's got the same skill set as KD, because that's a lie.
Mm-hmm.
It is. But think about it. If Giannis had the skill set Joel Embiid had, with the strength and how he moves, well, Giannis would be a real problem.
Mm-hmm.
And vice versa. If Joel Embiid had the agility and could move the way Giannis and LeBron James do with the skill set he has,
That'd be sick.
It'd be even a bigger problem than it
sick.
already is now.
Hey, man, I'm here with you. Hey, people out there was crucifying this man about that. He was talking about he don't know what he's talking about. He don't know basketball. DeMarcus Cousins, Dwight Howard, they all got that. So you could say any big, blah, 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 blah. But I'm like, I get what Darius is saying. Like, I feel like a lot of people missed that point, and they just kind of like once they got tone deaf once they heard KD and LeBron. It was like, bro, Giannis can't even do what KD do. It's like, okay, you're obviously missing the point. He obviously told you that it's just the physique and the build type.
Right.
But no, I'm here with you, man. I agree. I think another person you could possibly even put in that situation, I think if they got their mind a little bit right and actually was able to tap into their full potential, would be like a Ben Simmons.
Oh, for sure.
Because Ben is big dude.
But they were saying Ben was supposed to be like LeBron 2.0.
Yeah, that ain't happening. It don't look
Yeah,
like
it
that's
ain't
happening.
happening.
He don't get it twisted. He could do what he do. Like he plays great defense. He can
Yeah.
distribute the ball. He could finish. But then that's it. He's one dimensional on offense. Like he really can't score another way. He got to
Nah.
get to the hoop. And if he's not getting to the hoop, he clogs it up for his teammates. And
Yeah.
that's something that, the Sixers, when we had them, like that was a big thing. Like it was like no spacing on the floor. Joel really couldn't work.
Yeah.
Now we got James Harden. You could just see
Which he
Joel
he
thriving.
creates that space because of he's a threat.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's not only creating space for just Joel, but he's creating space for
Multiple
Maxey,
people. Yeah.
Harris, Thibault when he out there.
Mm-hmm.
Danny Green when he out there. Like, he
Yeah.
creating space for everybody.
And
so,
it's not the same James Harden that was in Houston either, but it's like, bro, like this guy's still a threat. He could still just explode out of nowhere. And like, what you mean?
well,
you trying to say James Harden ain't got it no more?
I'm not saying he ain't got it no more, but James Harden does tend to fade away come playoff time.
Oh, it's playoff. Yeah. But I'll say,
in all honesty, in his defense, even though he has done that in the past, I think, and I actually saw this take on Instagram, and I kind of agree with it. I think he's stepping back into like a true point guard role.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, I could see that, and that's great, but it's like, but don't default to that because we know what you can do. We see it all 82 games when you do play all 82 games.
Mm-hmm.
We see it all season. And then come playoff time, it's like you fade away.
Yeah.
Like you fade the black.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, yo, what happened? Like, why you not out here killing folk like you was during the regular season?
It's because you got such a dominant player like Joel. Like he never really had that. I think the closest thing he had to a not even dominant, but like another true scorer. I mean, he's not even considered a true scorer. Was Chris Paul. Like on his time with Houston. Now, obviously, when he would talk about OKC, he had KD and Russell. But I'm talking
not
about
even that. But he was in Brooklyn. He had KD and
But
Kyrie.
I figured that wasn't going to mesh well because you have three dominant ball handlers that want the ball.
But that's the thing. But if you look at what they did do for the little bit of time they were together, like had they been able to play this year together, like completely healthy, bro, I don't think we'd be having this conversation of who coming out the East. I think Brooklyn would be coming out the East.
I agree.
So,
I just don't think it meshed well. And I think also like I feel like this time in Philly for James Harden, like he's kind of matured a little bit.
Yeah.
He learned how to take that step back from not being that guy that has to dominate. Like he knows this is not his team. This is Joel's team, and then when the situation comes about, then it's your team.
Right.
But he knows that this is an MVP front runner in Joel Embiid, and he better win the MVP. I'm not playing no games.
Nah, I think if he don't win this year,
it's something going on.
It's politics at this point. Because I mean, like Jokic is obviously,
and I think Giannis is the second or another runner.
Jokic.
No, it's Jokic.
I think it's.
Joel,
I think right now it's
Giannis.
Jokic, Joel, Giannis.
Yeah,
it should be Joel, Jokic, Giannis, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but and I mean, obviously, Joker does have a case.
No, 100%.
Like, dude is. Like Stephen A. says, the man couldn't jump a curb, bro.
Yeah.
he couldn't jump a curb. Like, he can't.
Yeah.
He moves slow as molasses.
That boy's slow, but he can dominate a game. Like, he can make an impact, not just scoring. Like, he can distribute the ball. He can do so much more. But I just feel like when you talk about, like I was watching the game the other day when we played Toronto because, it's playoff time. Like the shot that he hit at the end of the game, that three, like what big man is doing that? He did a spin step back jumper in the mid range that like the footwork looked impeccable. You would have thought he was like 6'5" the way his footwork looked, but bro, he's like 7 something,
man.
And he's just like, how do you stop that? He could do it all. He could shoot free throws. He could dominate you in the paint. He could hit a three mid range. Like you can't stop him.
And Joel, like he's big. You know what I'm saying? He's not like, in my opinion. He ain't Giannis strong.
Nah.
He's just big.
Yeah.
And can't nobody stop him because he's just big.
He gonna make his presence felt. And that's something that I don't know, man. Like, I think he even should have won it last year. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I might be biased because I'm a Sixers fan.
Who won last year? Was it Joker?
Yeah.
Nah, I think Joker deserved last year.
Yeah.
I think last year he did. Now this year, like I said, this year is kind of like, if you give it to Joker, I understand why. But I'm also look at you and be like, yeah, I think y'all slighted Joel this year. I'm gonna go back to that year Steve Nash won when Kobe should have won. It's like y'all know Kobe should have won, but y'all gave it to Steve Nash. Why?
I got a question. Do you think, and I know the MVP is a regular season award, but do you think, because, it doesn't come out who's the MVP until like a couple games into the playoffs. Do you think some playoff games should be accounted for during that decision?
Nah.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I feel like it should.
I don't think so because the MVP is solely a regular season award.
Yeah.
Now, if it wasn't a regular season award, then yeah, I say you got to take into account the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Because if that's the case, again, look at what Joel Embiid has done.
He's going crazy.
Look at what he's doing in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Joker too. He's another one. Shoot, you could even argue Steph right now in the playoffs, coming off the bench, putting up 30 off the bench.
Like 27 minutes.
Yeah.
Bro, he's going crazy.
Crazy, bro. So since we on the playoffs, let's Eastern Conference. Let's talk about it because since we talked about Philly and everything, let's stay with the East right now. So we got Philly up 3-0 right now.
Easy money.
You got Miami up 2-1. They lost to Atlanta last night.
I'm calling an upset on that one.
You got Milwaukee up 2-1, who destroyed Chicago last night. And you got Boston looking to possibly go 3-0 tonight on Brooklyn. As of right now, who do you I already know who
I'm biased, but I'll try to be unbiased. Aside from my Sixers, I think the Celtics make a strong case of like, bro, they look gritty. Like they had KD looking like a human at one point in that game. He ended up still dropping like 27, but it was a rough outing for him.
And I'm a Lakers fan, so for me to say anything about Boston is like
it's scary. And I didn't have much stock put into Boston because like I don't know, like they just never sold me. But bro, what they're doing to KD and Kyrie had like 10 or 12 points or something like that. Like, and that's a lot like to say about that defense. And I don't know, bro. And they got some game changers on that team, man.
Yeah, they do, man. They got Defense Player of the Year, Marcus Smart.
Mm-hmm.
I think Robert Williams is coming back.
Yeah, and that's scary because he wasn't playing.
Nah. Yo, so what I will say about Boston, my man Nelson. I saw Nelson.
Shout out to Nelson, man.
I saw Nelson like a week or so ago. I said, Nelson, what you got? Brooklyn and Boston. He was like, sweep. I said, what?
It's still too soon to say that,
He called a sweep, bro. And as of right now, depending on how Game 3 go, Nelson might have been right.
Are you gonna count Brook? I don't think anybody's ever did it, came back from 3-0, but are you gonna count Brooklyn out knowing how much potential, or not potential, just like star power that team has?
I don't count them out yet, but if they go down 0-3, I just don't see them coming back from that.
I think it's a possibility. They have too much experience on that team for that.
They do, but at the same time, you got a Boston team that's playing like, what do we got to lose? Just like Memphis, in my opinion. They playing like we could play with these boys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I honestly think that if Brooklyn goes down 0-3, I don't think they're coming back. I don't think so. I think Philly gonna close out Toronto.
Oh, we sweeping them boys.
That's a sweep.
We didn't. I think who said it? I think Chuck said it on TNT. I think he said we ain't get James Harden for the Raptors. We got it for like the Heat. Yeah. We got it for like Brooklyn, Boston.
Yeah, but see if because I think y'all got the winner of that series, right?
Yeah.
Miami, Atlanta.
Bro, I'm calling an upset on that series. I got Atlanta winning.
Really?
I got Atlanta winning that series, bro. I don't know.
Man, I don't know.
Trae Young is different in the playoffs, bro.
He is but
different.
Miami, like defensively, Miami been on that boy.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I guess yesterday's outing when he hit that game winner, I don't know, bro. That kid, I think he's built for these type of moments, man. Like when he went into the Garden and shut them up.
Oh my God.
Then he came to Philly, shut us up.
Oh my, bruh, this man is the most hated man in New York.
They got that man bent from New York, but he walk in there like he owned it. Like he the king of New York. He's the king of New York. But nah, I think that kid is he's built for these moments. And
yeah. I don't know. Man. I just think defensively, you got Jimmy, you got PJ Tucker, which
got
we
Bam.
already know how
Yeah.
PJ Tucker is defensively. You got Kyle Lowry,
Kyle Lowry's playing hurt though.
and he's still playing solid defense.
That
though.
might I don't know. That might I think it might catch. What is the injury again? Do you remember?
I don't know what injury it is.
But he's trying to play through it. But I think that might
I mean,
catch up to him.
Yeah, as they keep going deeper in the playoffs, I think it definitely will catch up to him. But the fact that he's still playing defense the way he's playing in this series, against Trey, and they switching. So
Mhm.
like one look is PJ, the next look is Jimmy, the next look is Kyle. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't the same person guarding him all the time.
Yeah. They say they have so many options to switch on when it comes to him.
Yeah,
But
I just think defensively, Miami. I think they're gonna squeak. I think Atlanta may win Game 4 because it's at home. I'll give them that. But if they don't win Game 4, bro, Miami's gonna win in 5.
yeah, I like I said, man, I don't see it being too far fetched to call it an upset. I don't know. It's just solely because like this guy is so electrifying whenever he touches the floor, and it's exciting basketball to watch. And I don't know, man, but if we play Miami, I think we win in that series. I'm biased, but
I don't know, man.
I think we win in that
think
series.
The only way y'all win that series is that injury he playing through, Kyle Lowry. I think that's the only way y'all win is that injury is like it gets worse.
Yeah, and also if James Harden shows up, I think that's a series that we need James Harden to actually go for 20 a game, 20, 23 a game.
Oh yeah, because you gotta think about it. Jimmy's not like and he's even said it. He's always looking for his teammates, and his teammates may not always produce. And now obviously Jimmy can. When Jimmy's on, he on.
Yeah, he's hot,
but he ain't looking like he's not consistently looking to be that guy.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Spo was saying. Like, Spo was like, we need you to be that guy. I think it was like Game 2. He was saying, Spo was like, yo, they all came to him like, yo, we need you to be that guy tonight. And he did. I think he dropped like 40 Game 2. But he got to be that guy. And so, I don't know, man. I still think Miami coming out that one. Obviously, like we said, Philly, Toronto's done.
And also Joel's playing with a thumb injury too. And
well, no, they said I thought he injured it in Game 3.
Yeah, he injured. Yeah, he I think when he dunked it, because it was already aggravated that game. But when he slant, like I think he dunked on. I forgot who he dunked on. He dunked on somebody. He dunked on it, but his hand hit the rim. And after that, he was kind of grimacing in pain. And I think after that, he said that he like torn something in his thumb. But he said he's gonna play through it. But I think it's his shooting hand too. So it could. I mean, he hit a game winner with that same problem.
Yeah.
So you never know.
We'll see.
It might impact him, and that's something that's going to be a cause for concern. That's when James Harden needs to really step up, because, like you said, this Miami defense is no joke. They physical. They come into play.
Yeah. I think if he's not able to play, then we need. They're gonna need James Harden to be James.
James Harden gonna have to come back, revive his Houston James Harden, and go crazy because.
Yeah,
that team, Miami, is kind of scary. I ain't gonna lie. Defensively, offensively, we can see because you got a sketchy Tyler Hero. I think he had like 6 points one game, 12 points the next. So offensively, they still got firepower, but I'm not really worried about them offense. It's just that defense. That defense is sick.
Yeah,
that defense is sick.
Yeah, but we got Philly coming out. They're gonna sweep Toronto. Milwaukee and Chicago is interesting because. It's like a back, like you don't know what you're going to get, especially now that Chris Middleton's out.
Yeah, and they still pulled that off as a team win.
Did.
That was a team win they had.
They did. I don't know, man. I think that could possibly go to 6.
Who you got Milwaukee coming out?
I got Milwaukee coming out. Just, again, going back to the experience. Like, they done been here before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Reigning champions.
I think they'll come out in 6, but it's going to be a hard 6.
Yeah.
Because DeMar...
He's sketchy sometimes.
He is, but he's hot.
On, he's dangerous. He's gonna give you 40 from just the mid range.
And oh my god,
that mid range work is crazy.
See, that's why I feel like I love what Steph has done for the game, but I feel like he's ruined it. Nobody appreciates the mid range no more. Nobody.
DeMar is the last of a dying breed.
Bro, the mid range is
it's key sometimes.
It's so key. and it takes the skill it takes to be
Mm-hmm.
able to just pick your spots and just pull up. Cause
Footwork, everything. Everything.
I love it. I love it. But yeah, I think Milwaukee coming out in 6 though.
I think Chicago is Lonzo's not playing yet, right?
Nah.
He-
I think
I
Lonzo
think they
done
have
for the
talked to
year.
him. He's out for the year.
I think he's done for the year. I could be
Oh.
wrong, but I think he's done for the year.
I think if he was in that game, it'd be a little different.
Oh, yeah, hands down.
Defensively, you got Caruso. He's been hooping lately in that. I think he was doing good last game.
Let's leave Caruso alone, man.
Hey,
I'm still-
bro,
I'm
y'all
still-
boys should have
I'm
never
still-
got rid of him. He's a dog.
We didn't get rid of him, bro. He wanted to stay in LA. They just didn't want to give him the money that Chicago was giving him.
Hey, chase your bag, man.
And
But I
so-
think Zach LaVine got to start stepping up a little bit more.
Yeah.
He needs, because if Zach gets hot and him and DeMar are both hot,
yeah,
that's a scary team. You don't want to see
Mhm.
that team. That momentum get the building, it gets crazy.
no, 100%.
But no, DeMar, he's been sketchy. But once he gets consistent, I think they could pull up that
Yeah.
upset. But there's a lot of good games out west, though.
Yeah,
A lot of good games out west.
yeah, we gonna get into that. I think I think my predictions next round. I gotta go. I think you're gonna see Philly and Miami,
Mm-hmm.
Milwaukee and Boston. And if I had to pick who I'm Eastern Conference right now, the finals, Philly and Milwaukee.
And you giving up on Brooklyn like that?
I'm telling you, man, if Brooklyn don't win tonight, it's not happening. It's not happening.
Giving up on them boys.
It's not. And okay, Ben Simmons comes back for game 4. Ben Simmons ain't played in 10 games. I mean, not 10 games, 10 months.
Yeah, like almost a year.
He ain't played in almost a year.
You gonna throw him into playoff basketball?
Yeah,
That's a different basketball.
exactly. Like, and then somebody, you could say the same about Robert Williams, but Robert Williams played this season
Yeah.
before he got hurt. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Mhm.
not like he's coming out of a hiatus. Ben Simmons ain't played in almost a year.
And I think he's coming off a back injury too.
yeah, and you
that's
expect this
big.
man, you expect him to produce like that? Nah.
Yeah, I think they're just looking for some defensive presence because they don't got an answer for Jalen and Taysom. Like they don't got an answer for them.
Nah. And that boy, Tatum, man.
Yeah,
I think Tatum proving his case.
yeah, he coming for blood. I think next season he gonna be an MVP candidate.
Yeah, I think so, man. The way he's playing. And he's still young too.
Mm.
That's the crazy thing, is he's still young.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like he's only getting better.
Yeah, them boys are looking right. And then you got Marcus Smart, Defensive Player of the Year. If he can keep that consistent, they're gonna have a solid team for years to come, man.
Yeah.
Solid team for years
Speaking
to come.
of Defensive Player of the Year, I'm just glad it's a guard this year.
Yeah, I would have seen Rudy Gobert win that, bro.
Yeah.
It's
I think they
red.
got to change that whole what's the criteria for this?
Yeah, I think oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank.
They got to
It
change.
was Marcus Smart, Rudy Gobert, and
Mikal Bridges.
Mikal Bridges. I think Mikal Bridges said it best. He was like, "Yo, like, even though I didn't win it, like people got to realize like it's hard to be on that island with them guards and really lock somebody up. Like it is
Yeah.
difficult, and it's like
Yeah.
think about it. If I'm just sitting in the paint, guard gets by his man, and I'm 7 foot.
Yeah.
That's almost an easy block every time.
Easy.
But like if I'm
Even
I'm
look at
6'4",
Stanley
6'5",
Johnson.
yeah,
Like I think the thing that got me with Stanley Johnson was they brought him in on a 10-day, and I think this is when James Harden was still with Brooklyn before he
Mhm.
got hurt, and then requested a trade out.
yeah.
Like Stanley Johnson was locking that man up,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, bro, we need to sign this man. Like, yeah, he might be streaky offensively,
But defense, you know
but
what you get.
defensively, we know what we getting. Like, we
Mhm.
can put him on a James Harden. We could put him on a Trae Young.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You could put him on a Steph. Obviously, you're not going to stop them completely, but you're going to make it difficult.
yeah, 100%.
And that's what I agree with what you saying that Mikal Bridges said is like it's hard,
It's
especially in
tough.
the age we in now.
You seeing people do things that they never did before. Like imagine guarding Kyrie night in and night out, bro.
No way.
A Curry,
No way.
like that's exhausting. I'm pretty sure. Like
Exhausting.
like I said, like if the guard blows by and I'm 7 foot and he's going up for a layup, I'm punching it.
That's a
Even
block,
if another
easy.
big man's going up and my wingspan is 7'6",
That's a
like
block.
it's a block. Like, yeah, I guess you need timing for a block, but bro, when you that tall, you don't.
When you that tall,
It
like,
don't really
timing
matter.
is easy, you know.
Yeah.
Like you can figure that out.
You can miss jump and still tip it, but it's just like, bro, like these guards really gotta lock up. So it was like something that it was good to see that happened.
Yeah.
I think even Ben Simmons should have won it the year that he was in the running for it with Rudy Gobert and somebody else.
Yeah.
Because like, bro, he's not just guarding guards. He's guarding like your small forward and like KD or like a Jason Tatum. Like, he's out there guarding people that can get a
Yeah.
bucket. And that's difficult,
We're
man.
gonna see, man. We're gonna see what happened. But all right, before we wrap this up with the East, I already gave you my prediction. So who you got? Who you got?
I can't give up on Brooklyn like that.
Okay.
I think Brooklyn going. I think we're gonna see Brooklyn in Eastern Conference.
Okay.
Sixers, Brooklyn.
All right. I guess
Too much experience.
Unless something changes tonight. That's my prediction. Those are my predictions. Now, if something change, like I said, and honestly, I do want to see Brooklyn. If I'm honest, I would love to see Brooklyn, Philly in the Eastern Conference Finals, especially after the trade.
Oh, that would be crazy.
Especially after the James Harden
That
trade.
would be crazy.
I would love to see that. But from what I've seen right now, I'm just like, man, I don't see it happening right now. Unless KD show up. Because right now we've been watching Kevin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
KD ain't showed up yet. It's been Kevin.
Yeah.
So KD got to show up.
Kyrie got to show up too, man.
Yeah, not
he's
Kai.
He's too talented to be
Kyrie, not
dropping
Kai.
12.
We want Kyrie, not Kai.
So who you got coming out the East, like in totality? Like, I know it's a bold prediction. We too early on, but who do you have?
As of right now, looking at it, I would have to say, I don't know. I want to say Milwaukee because of the experience.
Yeah.
But Chris Middleton being out is huge.
Yeah, he's out for a couple. I think he's out for, is it a few weeks?
I think so. Him being out is huge. But at the same time, the way Philly playing, well, the way mainly Joel.
Mm-hmm. Joel is looking.
And if James Harden does give us James Harden and not playoff James Harden,
I don't see what team can stop them.
Philly could come out the East too. And Boston could come out the East very well.
It's really up for grabs out there.
The East is up for grabs right now.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
It's exciting basketball.
So it's difficult to say. Like, and Brooklyn, if Brooklyn gets it together, Brooklyn can come out the East.
Yeah. I can't get rid of Brooklyn like that. They got too much talent and too much experience on that team, man. You got to think about it. Kyrie, KD, all have been in the finals. They all won one. I don't know.
We'll see, man.
Too much experience.
I just think it's been a long time since the East has been this loaded.
Mm-hmm. It's always been the West.
Always.
The West has always been the one dominating.
Yeah.
Every time we talk about where the star power is and where the good teams lie. But it's definitely, I feel like this NBA season has definitely been like kind of evenly distributed.
Yeah.
The West kind of was running away with it for a little bit. This year. And I think they still was running away with it towards the end. But it's definitely starting. There's comp all around now.
Yeah.
Like there's not like a clear cut winner from West to East. Like it's kind of like somebody can win it.
It's not a clear cut favorite right now. We'll see. We're gonna see.
That boy Trae Young is tough, man.
He tough.
I like Trae Young. They say that's my evil twin.
Oh man. Well, listen, man. We appreciate y'all rocking with us as always.
100%.
Follow, like, subscribe, share, reshare, repost, all the things. Engage. Yeah, man, that's really it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we appreciate y'all for real. I think we're gonna have to do something for the people who've been holding us down since we started.
100%. We're gonna start incorporating some new segments on this podcast, man.
Yeah, starting with banned from the park.
Got a couple people that's banned from this park, bro. You can't even step foot. Get out of here.
Because your takes have been atrocious.
Banned.
We're
gonna start naming y'all. Be ready.
Oh yeah. We dropping names too. So, you know what I'm saying? But once again, man, we appreciate y'all stopping by the park, rocking with us.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
We'll catch y'all next time.
Boy, that's on God. Told y'all to tell it, that boy, that's on God.
Mama made me write 100 lines every time I lied when I was a child.
Man.
Probably should've kept writing lines. I ain't tell the truth till about 25. Ringed up around 29, and I thank God, cause the girl fine. But before her, I guess my watch broke. I couldn't tell I was